So in the light of the allegations that has been leveled on the Missionaries of Charity, the allegations of baby selling, we're also going to look at the legacy of Mother Teresa, who was made a saint in 2016. So we're going to talk about her legacy, we're going to talk about her ideology and her views and her work, and we're going to see that she's actually not the saint that people make her out to be. My name is Sham Sharma. Welcome to the Sham Sharma Show. Hello, and welcome. Welcome to another edition of the Sham Sharma Show. Thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. So if people are not aware, there was a case recently in India where two nuns and a worker that work for the Missionary of Charity have been arrested on charges of child selling or baby selling. There are 280 babies for whom there are no records within the Missionaries of Charity's ledger, and it is being alleged that they've been sold off to people. So what I actually want to do today is I actually want to look at the fountainhead of this organization and the person that founded this organization, the person that gave this organization this legendary status that it enjoys. So I want to talk today about Mother Teresa. Now, Mother Teresa was a complete celebrity. We've been presented a very curated image of Mother Teresa. She's a very well-managed brand. All we hear about Mother Teresa is how full of love she was, and all she wanted to do was love people, and all she wanted to do was respect people and help people. And by the time she died in 1997, she had already received the Nobel Peace Prize, and she was running more than 500 missions in 100 different countries. What Mother Teresa really is Mother Teresa is the best and most successful marketing and PR campaign that has been launched by the church in the past 100 years. Because when you actually look at the work that Mother Teresa was doing, the charity work that Mother Teresa was doing, the ultimate goal of this work was conversion. So when you have a goal, when you want something in return, it can't be called charity. It is a transaction. Now in post-colonial world, it's harder to use blunt force to convert people. So what they did was they tried new, dishonest, sneaky methods to do that. And this is where Missionaries of Charity and Mother Teresa really came into play. So as people might be aware, she was declared a saint in 2016 for apparently performing 2 miracles. Both of those miracles, incidentally, of course, are very highly disputed by the people and the doctors that were investigating those miracles. One of the miracles apparently happened to a lady in India who, when she prayed to Mother Teresa, her tumor went away. Now, the physician that was examining this lady, Dr. Ranjan Mustafi, he said that this lady did not have a cancerous tumor in the first place, and that the tubercular cyst that she had actually went away because of prescriptive medicine. Now, was Dr. Mustafi investigated or interviewed by the Vatican's investigators? Nope. Now, Teresa, she publicly bragged about coercing vulnerable people into conversion on their deathbeds. She had very strong views about women's rights, and particularly about abortion. She made it very clear that abortion is the biggest destroyer of love and peace in the world. She maintained that view for the Bosnian women that had been raped by the Serbian militia during the Bosnian War. She was also a very loud critic of contraception and divorce laws, and she spent her whole life campaigning against these things across the world. In fact, she was part of a referendum in Ireland that wanted to make divorces and remarriage for women illegal. Just let that sink in for a second. However, even though she was campaigning around the world for making remarriage and divorce illegal, she was very happy to support her friend, her rich friend, Princess Diana. Remember that Princess Diana was responsible for raising a lot of money for the Missionaries of Charity. She was very happy to support Princess Diana when she wanted a divorce from Prince Charles. Now, another thing that we know about her is, you have all these pictures of her smiling with all these children that she wanted to help and that she was helping. And even when it comes to the children that she was trying to help, her care and the care provided by the missionaries there was very, very lacking, almost dangerously lacking. Now, Dr. Chatterjee, he's a person that has been investigating the work done by Mother Teresa and her charities for a very long time. He said that he found a cult of suffering in the homes run by Mother Teresa's organization, the Missionaries of Charity, with children tied to beds and little to comfort dying patients but aspirin. Now, another person that actually worked in these missions in India, Hemley Gonzalez, he actually gives a first-hand account of these things as well. He says, workers wash needles under tap water and then reuse them. Medicine and other vital items are stored for months on end, expiring and still applied sporadically to patients. Volunteers with little or no training carry out dangerous work on patients with highly contagious cases of tuberculosis and other life-threatening illnesses. Gonzalez also said that there is a systematic human rights violation and a financial scam of monumental proportions happening within the Missionaries of Charity. Now, another hypocritical and ironic thing about Mother Teresa is that she told the patients and the people that she brought in that were laying on the beds, dying, screaming out in pain, she told those people that not to worry, you're just being kissed by Jesus. But when it comes to her own health, when she was sick, she was very happy to accept the best medical help available in the world in America.
What is this?
Again, it is important to think about, why did Mother Teresa want these people not to get better? Why did she not provide them medical help? Because remember, this is an organization that gets millions and millions, if not billions, of dollars in aid every year. So why didn't Mother Teresa actually provide them with medical assistance? Because she certainly could afford to do that. The reason she didn't provide them medical attention is because she wanted them to have that desperate, hopeless outlook. She told them that even if you have curable diseases, you are going to die. So when you're told that you have no hope and that you are going to die and there's nothing that's going to save you, your spirit breaks. And when your spirit is broken, you're vulnerable. So that is what she would say. She would say, look, you're going to die. Nothing else is going to save you except Jesus and except Christianity, and that's going to make your passage better. And a person with a broken spirit who knows they're going to die, who has been made completely hopeless, is very vulnerable to these things, and then a lot of people converted. So that was the modus operandi here. And the hospice centers that she created in Calcutta were in the exact same poor state between the time that she started them and when she died. Another interesting thing about the Missionaries of Charities is that they always refuse to publish reports about how much money they actually receive and what they actually do with that money. They never told the Indian government about what percentage of money actually goes to helping people, what percentage of money goes to the Vatican, what percentage of money goes to Mother Teresa. In fact, sources suggest that the majority of the money that they received in donations went straight to the Vatican Bank. A German magazine called Stern also estimated that only 7% of the millions upon millions of dollars Teresa received was used for charity. Also, whenever you hear about Mother Teresa, you hear this carefully curated image of, just this person full of love and happiness and caring about people. But they don't talk about the association she had with some very unsavory people, particularly the Duvalier family of Haiti. The Duvalier family was a very oppressive regime in Haiti who lived in luxury while their people lived in poverty and starved to death. And the Duvalier family was also infamous for brutally torturing and murdering political rivals. And I think the part of the image that Indians tend to believe about Mother Teresa tends to be their own fault as well. Because what we do is we have been conditioned, and our brain has been conditioned over the past couple of centuries to just, whatever the West tells you, to just take that as the word of God. If the West tells us that Mother Teresa is fantastic, Indians say, okay, very good, she's fantastic. And that is the part of decolonization that is slowly starting to happen in Indian minds as well, and that needs to continue to happen. We need to look objectively at who Mother Teresa was and what she did. Her and a lot of other missionary organizations like her, they're not just doing charity work. Like I said before, what is charity? Charity is something that you do out of the goodness of your heart without expecting anything in return. But a lot of these missionary organizations that operate in India, they are expecting something in return. In fact, they need something in return. They need these people to convert to Christianity in return for the help that they're being provided. So if that is the model here, then this is not a charity. Don't call it a charity. This is a business model. This is a transaction that is happening here. So I think a better name for the Missionaries of Charity would be the Missionaries of Soul Harvesting. And I also feel like because of this transactional nature and because of this business model, I don't think Mother Teresa qualifies as a saint. So guys, I want you to spread this message. If you like this video, and if you think this video made sense to you, and if you do your own research, and if you find what I have found about Mother Teresa as well, share this video. Share this video on social media. Use the hashtag Missionaries of Soul Harvesting and the hashtag Not a Saint. Use these hashtags and spread the message. Spread the truth about Saint Teresa, about the Missionaries of Charity organization and what these missionary organizations' real goal is. Use these hashtags, tag me, and let me know. Let's help spread this message through the grassroots and to educate as many people as we can. Again, guys, thank you very much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give this a like, give this a thumbs up. It helps me out, it helps the channel out. I would love to hear your thoughts about what you think about Mother Teresa and her work and this missions work as well. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Again, if you enjoy what we do here on the Sham Sharma Show, you can please go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the show's channel down below or over here. I will see you for the next episode, and until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.